Going hard, yo. Go. 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 Going hard, yo. Going hard, yo. Go. 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 Go. Look at me go,
Look
dude.
at you, goddamn. So proud of you.
Dude, it is funny. So obviously, like, I'm in Fargo and shit so much with this podcast that, like, at this point, like, I kind of had an idea when we took one of our hiatuses, and I was like, well, I'm just gonna just travel around with this thing and just do weird random podcasts. But then I didn't really want to do that, and now it's just what happened. You know, it's just like I ever just like ask yourself why you're doing anything.
Oh yeah, all the time, every fucking day.
Like I was up till like 7 a.m. last night, and like getting here to do this at 3 p.m. was a chore.
A struggle,
and then it's gonna get 26 views on YouTube,
worth it,
and a clip that's gonna get 7 likes from the same people who like it every time, who are nice.
7 of the 26 who watch
yes,
it. Yep.
Exactly. Yep. Of the hundreds of followers I have on Instagram, that's a good number, ladies and gentlemen. All right, hundreds of followers.
Don't turn your nose up at hundreds.
Hundreds of followers.
I'd love for hundreds.
But yeah, that's the thing you can't think about too much.
No, like you can't sit and think like, is anyone actually gonna enjoy this?
It'd be bad.
Like if you do that, you'll never do anything.
Never do anything.
No.
I can cripple myself in all sorts of other ways mentally.
Yeah.
But when it comes to this, I just have to be like, for some reason, you have to do it.
I have to just do it.
You just
and
have to
believe
do it.
that the audience is there. Yep.
Yeah, and I do it every week. I'm like, nope. I have to keep a fucking schedule. It matters not.
Yep.
But if I don't do it, it somehow feels bad.
Yep.
And it matters not at all.
You got to do it every week.
It's crazy.
Yep. The train's got to run.
Are you and Nathan still? You guys are kind of switching it up, right?
We just wrapped it up.
We wrapped up the America's Barley Basket.
Yep. America's Barley Basket's wrapped up.
How many episodes? What was the final episode?
213.
God damn, dude.
Yep.
What a
Never
run.
missed a week, baby.
Yes, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
It feels good. I mean, you guys actually had you guys had more listeners though.
I don't know. I
bet than we do.
I could see all the fucking numbers, and I don't know what any of them mean. So,
I know.
like, I don't know.
Sometimes we'd have an episode, and it'd be like in the Netherlands, there'd be like 1,000 listens, and then there'd never be 1,000 people ever, like even one person there again. I'd be like, what happened there?
Right. Like
what strange algorithmic.
Who got a hold of this and shared it with who? Yeah. Like we put all our episodes up on YouTube, and like. They all get, I don't know, between 0 and 30 listens or whatever. And then there's one somewhere in the 80s that's like 650.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Yeah, we had a random one where it's like 400.
Yeah, and I've gone back and listened and been like, this is like every other episode.
Right.
Like, I don't know why this one.
It's also depressing when you can see the average watch time. It's always like 15.6 seconds.
Yeah.
Like,
it's like,
Jesus.
what, you didn't like our theme song?
It's like that's
you
the intro.
Like, you didn't
It's
get
a quarter of the intro.
Like, listen, it's way shorter than your intro. But
yeah, we have a long intro.
That's one of my favorite recurring bits on your show.
Yeah,
like, just intro's so fucking long.
Just goes on and on. I know when I made that intro too, I was laying in bed hammered. We were just partying, and Alan just like pulled up Bandcamp on his phone and just like made that beat, and he like was just put the phone up to me, and I just sang it, like literally like unable to move in bed, drunk. I was like,
going on.
like that was not like an
Kills me.
affectation. That was just me hammered.
Yeah, it was not an act. at all.
Yeah.
It was purely
It was
sincere.
like, that was how I sounded at that point. So, but yeah, it is very long. I should maybe. It's like that's a thing I could change.
I love it. It makes me laugh every time.
Fuck it, dude.
Don't change nothing. Don't change for nobody, Josh.
Yeah, exactly. It's a fucking. So yeah, just another fucking. Just dirty ass night in Fargo last night, bro.
Yeah, again?
Yeah, man. It's the dirt dog days of summer, dude. We're in the dirt dog days, dude.
All right, if you're still doing this in October, then what's your
That's
excuse?
a big problem, dude. It's a big problem.
It's the dirt dog days of fall.
Yeah, exactly. My mental decline gets to the point where I'm like stealing kids' candy on Halloween and stuff. It's just a straight decline in personal integrity.
You just shit blasted eating Reese's peanut butter cups on the sidewalk.
Exactly, man.
Nobody even got my Spider-Man costume.
Yeah,
Just spitting up peanut butter cups.
this is the Dirt Dogs Day of Summer are a precursor to that activity. You know.
Shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna be fitting in on Broadway really well. You know.
You were here last. Were you here last night?
Yeah, I did. So I went
Was
and
it
played.
fun?
Oh yeah, last night. So I thought the crowd our night was good for sure.
Friday, yeah.
Yeah, it was good, but I think last night they were even better.
Hotter one, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, everyone did great both nights, I think, but like Nate Rowe, especially last night.
Especially last night, good for him.
Yeah. And I don't think he necessarily did anything different. It's just, I think the crowd was just maybe
Just more into it.
whatever it was.
That's how it goes.
Yeah, it was great, man. But yeah, I went and played poker yesterday, and I just like lost a bunch of money. So I came here. I was like in such a fucking bad mood, and I was like, and I was like, Lindsay's like, just come straight here. I'm like, I'm gonna be a little bitch. I'm gonna come and be moody. Everyone's like, what the fuck's wrong with this guy? So I went to Pixel, just had a couple two-hearteds, played some Galaga, and like calmed down. I came here. I was like, all right,
level out.
we're good. And then people were like, want to do drugs? I'm like, yeah, absolutely. Am I retarded? Yes.
Thank God I got myself in the mood.
Yeah, that's the answer to both those questions. Are you retarded and do you want drugs? Yes, twice.
I'm glad I got some Galaga in. Otherwise, I wouldn't be in the right frame of mind.
1,000 times yes. Yeah, that is like the most autistic thing ever. I was like freaking out. They're like, I just gotta shoot the ships in order.
Press this button real rhythmically for an hour.
Exactly. Yep. I gotta identify these patterns.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
This will straighten me out.
Shit, that's exactly what that is.
That's all Galaga is. It's just some patterns, and it's the same ones over and over. You can tell by the first wave what it's gonna be.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
everything's symmetrical.
Yep.
Capture another ship.
Yeah, whatever percentage autism has, it really comes out in gaming.
In
for
arcade
sure.
gaming.
Yeah, arcades for sure, dude. Yeah, so I played Tecmo Super Bowl 2, just fucking rocking the shirt. And so every 2 years there's this tournament out in the woods in Leonard, North Dakota, like in a shelter belt.
Yeah.
And it's called Burning Mort. So it's like Burning Man. There's a famous Tecmo player named Mort. We don't get into that.
Okay.
But so anyway, so like all the guys that play, they're probably all like maybe like 7 to 10 years older than me, you know, because that's like more appropriate.
Sure. Yeah.
So I'm like the youngest guy, but like so we went to. We like go out the night before every year, like Fridays, to go to like hang out in Fargo, go downtown. Mm-hmm. And one guy's like, "Hey, want to play some Galaga?" I'm like, "Yeah." and so we played 2-player, and I went first, and he just didn't get to play. And they're like, "Dude, why are you good at this game? No one's good at this game."
I'm fucking terrible at Galaga.
They're like, "Why? You're like 25 years old. Why are you just turning this game over on one life? You know?"
It's like if you were a 20-year-old who's really good at like Scrimshaw. Like, why are you good? This is so much older than you.
What the fuck is Scrimshaw? I don't even know what that is.
Scrimshaw's like, oh shit, I went too old. Scrimshaw's like carving art out of like whale bones. Scrimshaw's like an old like seafaring.
Got you.
My bad, I went too old.
There's a reason. I didn't pay that close attention to fucking Moby Dick, man.
Right. It's things like that is how I like accidentally reveal too much about myself. Like
you just know a lot of seafaring.
Oh, we thought he was cool for just a second. They brought up Scrimshaw.
I don't know if anyone thought that.
Okay, fair.
I don't think you have to worry. Dude.
Yeah, fair. Okay, yeah.
I don't think you're coming in with a lot of clouds.
Trying to put on airs for your podcast.
There's no one who's been on this podcast no one thinks that like, oh, this must be a cool guy. They're on this podcast. You know what I mean? It's like, no, this person has less going on than Josh does. And that's fascinating.
This person's available at 3 on a Sunday.
Available and willing to entertain Josh's whims, which says a whole lot about everybody.
Nobody who like has a family can do this podcast.
Nope, except for my co-host.
Who hasn't been around.
Who is not. Who is barely a part of it.
Even he a few weeks ago was at a bonfire.
Yeah, upstairs. While we were podcasting. Fucking not 1,000 feet from.
And he was just like, nah.
He's like, I'm just going to look into the flames instead. Speaking of autistic, my God.
Oh, man, I get looking at the flames. I
do too, man. That's so funny. Did you have any fucking real dirt dog days? Yeah, I know you've got it reined in these days for sure.
No, like definitely these days. I'm all buttoned up these days. Like I didn't have like Fulsabach days in my youth where we were a bunch of trouble kids.
God,
like
his stories.
That boy.
Those people, they were like actual like sociopath.
Yeah, there's something in the water.
Some of those things, I'm like, Nate, like it seems crazy with him now too, because obviously he's way more tame now.
Yeah.
He'll still tie one on occasion, but like the things that he says about
everything he says about his childhood, every story is the worst thing you've ever heard. You're like, what?
It's like sociopathic.
Yeah, it's
behavior.
legitimately crazy shit. But like, we didn't get into any trouble as a kid. I was always a good kid. Like all of my wild times were like from 25 to 30.
Right.
Like I was just making up for lost
So those are the
guess.
dirt dog days.
Right. But even those, like, there's not any good stories from them. It's just like, fucking drinking too much.
You were just,
like like
more of a problem drinker.
Right, yeah. Like, not even fun. Like,
yeah, dude.
Oh, did you ever do anything wild when you were hammered? Not really.
Dude, this is what I've been contemplating lately. I'm like, I don't actually do anything.
Right.
Like, we like do drugs, we drink, and then like I wake up the next day, I'm like, oh man, that was fun. I'm like, but we did nothing.
Right.
We literally repeated the same conversations we've said to each other a billion fucking times.
If you deleted drugs and alcohol out of that,
it would be the
same
the
night.
worst time ever. I wouldn't have participated in it. I would have been like, what the fuck are we doing? I'm going to bed. This isn't fun. I don't even really know you guys very well.
I actually don't like you guys when we take drugs and alcohol out of it.
Entirely fueled by drugs and alcohol.
This is the only reason we have a social interaction.
This is insane. I'm taking years off my life.
In order to be around these people I don't like.
For fucking nothing, dude. For absolutely nothing. So retarded, man.
Oh god, it's too real. It's way too real.
I know. I've been contemplating lately. I had a pretty good little run there. I got a little sober for a second.
Yeah, I remember those.
Yeah. And then like last weekend off the rails, and it's just like, and then
got out of that.
Dude, you just pull. It's like the fucking, the marble thing that has the straws.
Oh sure, KerPlunk.
Yep, and of course you know the name.
Of course I do.
Scrimshaw and KerPlunk.
Yeah, why would I? Yep.
That's gonna be the name of this episode.
Scrimshaw and KerPlunk. That's a good like radio duo name.
I was gonna
for the two
say,
of us. That's our duo act.
Fucking yeah.
Scrimshaw and KerPlunk.
Dude, that's such morning zoo fucking dog shit.
That's so good. Oh, soundboard with toilet flush and air horn, and applause.
Oh yeah.
And boing.
Hold on, let's see here. You hear that? Can't hear it.
No.
It's the Cash Money sound.
Oh, nice. Okay.
What else do we got here? Laugh track.
Oh, perfect.
That's whenever I tell a horrible joke, Pete just sits on that thing. I'm like, fuck you, dude. How about you laugh in real life? Like, I don't need to bomb on my own podcast, fucker.
As we've already covered, he's not doing any producing.
Well, he sure isn't, man.
You know?
I'm going to take that producer part in front of the Pete. He's going to lose the title. Yeah, you're just
plain
Pete.
Pete.
Plain Pete. God damn.
Wait, ready for the big leagues of Scrimshaw.
Yeah, exactly. You can't handle Scrimshaw and KerPlunk, dude. We need professionals behind the boards, not some guy rolling the fattest joint I've ever seen, holding the podcast. He's like, hey, man, I got to roll this. Alan's baby's upstairs crying.
Man, I'm so separated from like weed culture. Like, it's not my thing, never really has been.
Yeah.
But like, are people still smoking weed, or is everybody eating gummies now?
Dude, gummies are crazy. Like smoking weed is still like the best way to like keep your composure. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, dude, I swear to God. So like, I mean, to answer your question, there's purists still.
Sure.
Producer Pete is a purist.
Is it like how like people who are smoking weed, are they still are they the majority, or are they like the vinyl guys? Like, I gotta stay with the old times.
I think that there's a higher percentage. It's like I think vinyl would be a lower percentage.
Okay.
If there were two pie charts.
Yeah.
But I think it's similar kind of.
Still plenty of smokers.
Yeah, because like, maybe the effort to have vinyl, like it's easier, right, to just go buy an edible, just like it's easier to fucking go to YouTube or create a Spotify account, right?
Downloading a song is so old, Marlin.
Dude,
Jesus.
I don't think you can do that.
Oh, man.
I don't think you can download
I think they'll arrest you. I think they'll come to your house.
Yeah, there's something like encrypted in there. Like if you're downloading a song, there's like some way that you're changing the format and it's just child porn.
Black Suburban pulls up and come in and just put you down.
Every single person that's downloaded a song in the last 5 years is heavily addicted to CP.
Oh shit.
But yeah, the thing is, like, so I think edibles have brought a lot of people in, though.
Sure.
That would have never done it before, because I think some people well, I mean, are like adverse to just smoking anything too, you know?
Right, yeah. Like
So-
edibles brought the squares in.
Yeah, it's like healthy people will be like, oh, I want to get a little high.
Right, like it's like a mom thing. Now.
Yeah, right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So like
I'll
just
eat a gummy and
yeah, people you would never expect.
right, yeah.
So they're not like fucking ripping a fucking bowl.
Yeah, that same mom that'll
Yeah.
eat a gummy and go to a PTA meeting
Yeah, exactly.
isn't gonna fucking do dabs and go to that
Exactly.
PTA meeting.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're not pulling out a Totino's pizza, slice it into squares, handing out, and just fucking ripping a bomb. Just an icy bomb.
Oh god, just pull it, yanking the fucking bowl out of there.
Hand it to your child. Clear it, little guy.
Don't be a little bitch.
It's rolling. It's rolling. It's rolling. You're gonna like those Fruit Loops a lot more, little guy.
Oh shit. Yeah, like I said, I got no like barometer for like what's going on with these weed people.
Yeah, I think that's about right. It's just that it's brought more people in. But dude, the fucking edibles are just out of control. Like, so I will occasionally smoke weed and stuff now. I've actually bought some edibles fairly recently. And dude, it's like a 5 milligram edible. That should be nothing, right? Mm-hmm. So Lindsay and I got it, and we just each ate half of a 5 milligram edible. So that's 2.5.
Right.
It's like that
should be nothing,
dude. It should like barely touch you. And we were fucking stuck in bed watching Twister, dude. Like we could not move. We were just like holding each other. We're like, what? Like I could feel how heavy. Like we were like 1 million pounds. You know what I mean? Like I was like, I can't fucking move. She's like, I can't move either.
It's just so dense watching Twister.
And it's fucking 2.5 milligrams. I'm like, dude, there's something wrong there.
Right. Something is fucked up.
It's like it must be more than that, or like I don't know. If
or
it's
different somehow. Yeah.
And the edible, I think, also just lasts way longer. Like. You'll just be high for like 4 hours. Like, at least if I smoke a little weed, even if I get to that uncomfortable point, which I get to, which I know you can relate to, makes you a little crazy.
Yep.
It goes away after like a couple hours at worst.
Sure.
You know, if I smoke a little bit, like I'm not like fucking ripping bongs and shit.
Yeah.
But the edible, even if you eat a small amount, no matter what that feeling is going to last
sticks
for
with
fucking
you.
ever.
Just peaks and stays there.
Yeah, man.
Man. Yeah. I'll have like 2 edibles a year, like 2 gummies a year, and just be like, oh, what about, and then go to bed.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't party.
Yeah, it doesn't give you don't get like anxiety and shit.
No.
Oh, that's good.
No. Yeah. Thank God.
Yeah,
it's like the one thing that doesn't give me anxiety.
Dude, it gives me bad.
Yeah.
I'm already anxious. Like and then that just like. Dude, I go deep. I can go deep. I've gotten high and like in like a matter of like minutes spun through like every decision I've ever made in my life in my head, and then realized that was all bad, and then where I'm at right now is really bad, and like my whole world like starts spinning. I'm like, oh my fucking god, not worth it. Not worth that 1.5 minutes of giggles I had.
No, not worth the giggles.
Not a little bit, dude.
Fuck that.
Yeah, it's bad, man. My brain is so bad. Like it needs just like the steady thing.
Yeah.
You know, certain chemicals. I can pollute the waters and it gets bad. And weed.
You can't shake the boat too much.
Nope, exactly, man.
So tell me about this fucking. Sorry, I'm not the host of your show. Sorry.
No, that's honestly.
Tell me about this Tecmo Bowl party out in the shelter.
Oh,
belt.
buddy.
What the fuck is that? I'm sorry if this has come up on the show before. You don't have to.
Oh, it has.
You can tell me some other time.
I've never really given like the full details of it. I talk about it on here like people should know what it is.
Oh, sure.
I'm not good at this. I talk about things all the time where I'm like, oh yeah, it's like very like personal.
Hey, you know Daryl?
Specific things.
No, what?
Yeah,
I thought the same. So I was listening. I'm a listener, and when I was listening, I'm one of the 20-somethings.
This could be you, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
a
this
listener.
Could be you. Oh,
you could
that's
be
not
a
the way
listener.
to sell them. Don't point at me and be like, "This could be you." They're like, "Is that what did it to him?"
This is what happened if you listen to our podcast. This is the result.
Not the way to sell them.
This is actually Marlin's actually on like the better end of our listeners.
That's a fucking tough realization. I was listening to the episode Blaze was on, and like every time he would bring up like, oh, you know, down in Hettinger, it's like no one knows where Hettinger is. Like,
we do that all the time. Like I'm not, you know, like I guess I can have a conversation with someone and like we can pretend that we're like broadcasting, or we can just be having
or
a
you can have a conversation.
Yeah, and people are like,
I get that.
You Google Henninger, you fucks.
Right? Yeah.
Oh, it's fucking 9 letters. Put it in there, all right? I think you're capable, dude. I have no respect for these people.
I know. I figured.
But yes, no, that is the thing I think about sometimes too. I'm like, there's no way they understand what I'm talking about. Okay, so every 2 years, and I think it's done like 4 or 5 times. I've been to 3 of them or something. So it was actually just like last month. The last one was. Boy, I really fucked it up this time. But like I had like kind of a freak out. Too many mushrooms.
Oh boy.
But yeah, so basically this guy, one of my buddies, just owns land. Like he has a bunch of farm. He's a farmer kid out in Leonard. And there's this shelter belt that has water and electricity in it.
Okay.
So basically like some meter guy comes out there and like turns it on like the week before and like gets the like the option to have that up there.
Right. Yeah.
So he said like when he was a kid, like his dad, they were like driving around looking at the fields. And he's like, that shelter belt there has water and electricity. Pretty sweet place to have a party, And he said that, and he's like planted the seed, and they'd never done anything with it, even like through his high school and stuff. And so then they started going to like these Tecmo Super Bowl tournaments, and they're like, this is fun, but the best part is just like when we get drunk with all like, so they met all these friends from all over the United States at these big Tecmo tournaments, and like they're like playing Tecmo is fun, but it's way more fun when we all just get wasted, and fuck around.
Yeah, like the game is there just to give you an excuse to hang out. Yeah.
So then all these people, they just like started like thinking the idea. It's like, dude, we have this land. And so one guy has the land, and this other guy who runs it is like kind of like a genius guy. Like he like owned a drone company and shit. And, and he's like already sold it. Now he like designs golf courses. He's just like a very like hands-on.
Okay.
Like so there's like drones flying around the entire time, like taking video of the event.
Incredible.
Dude, it's nuts. Like. The funny part of it is like, so it's about Tecmo. It's about like for like people from all the United States come just to a shelter belt in Leonard. It's so random.
That's awesome.
But the funny part is like isn't like the Tecmo and like it's fun and stuff, but like the really hysterical part is the amount of fucking effort they put into it. Because you go there and it's just like tents are set up, they have food set up, like the kegs, like, and there's always just these wild surprises, like the amount of like time they spend setting it up for something that's so fucking stupid.
They like commit to the bit.
Yeah,
like
they just fully commit.
Yeah.
They spend way too much time and money on it, and the whole time you're just like, this is just like you at any given point you stare at someone like, this is fucking so stupid, and you just laugh because you're like, why did they think of this?
That's why good comedy is like that, like, oh, they just committed so hard.
And that's why it's the best time too, because it's just like everyone's in on it. It's like, this is just ridiculous. We're just getting hammered, and the dumbest shit is happening.
And the reason we're here is Tecmo Super Bowl.
Yeah. So, okay, I'll tell you some of the like crazier details of this. So the first year I was there, so they always have like an effigy. So there is like, okay, so do you know the Mighty Bomb Jacks? It was like an NES game, but so at the halftime show of a Tecmo Super Bowl game, the Mighty Bomb Jacks come out and they like do a dance and they come in through.
Okay.
So the Bomb Jack is like that's like the burning morgue. The burning morgue, yeah. So they have a giant wooden effigy that they burn.
Amazing.
At the end of it. Okay, so the first year, dude, it was insane. So first of all, there was this trailer just sitting there. Like we were doing all the festivities, just like it's basically like Beer Olympics kind of, just all day. And there was a trailer sitting there I didn't even think about, right? So that we burn the effigy, and then like it's dark, and then all of a sudden like another like trailer pulls in, and this band, the ska band from Iowa, sets up, sets up at 11 p.m. They come in the dark. We've been drinking for fucking 12 hours, and they're just setting up, and they have lights and everything. So the ska band plays for like an hour. I'm like, what is happening?
What's going on?
So then they get done, and then so first of all, I'm like, well, this is just so much effort. And they're like, no, it has to be, because it's like that's part of the bit too. It's like this band did it the first time, they have to do it every single time. It's like, yeah, they have a wife and kids now, but they fucking one time a year they get together. They weren't even a band anymore. They would just do that. God only knows how much money they had to pay them to fucking grab all their shit, haul it from Iowa to fucking Leonard.
Leave their new lives that they have. And come
they left ska behind, man.
Those
were their dirt dog days.
Gotta dig the checkerboard pants out again, guys. It's time to do it. Get the red chucks.
Yeah, dude. So that was already just amazing.
The mighty corn tones have to ride again.
That would be fucking amazing.
God damn it.
Amazing Boss Tones cover band.
Oh shit.
From the Corn Belt.
Yep.
It's just
blaring out impression that I get up there.
Yeah, I love how on the nose that is. Just the money
there's
corner.
no creativity. There's no subtlety to the joke.
Yeah, dude.
It's just a wrench of a joke.
So I was just like laughing so hard because I'm like, why? Like, this is insane. Like, this, like, first of all, that like was night is only like it's 11. Like, we're just still going, and then so that gets over, right? And like we're still in the middle of the competition. It was kind of like a break, and then that trailer that was sitting there, guy just like hits it, it opens up, and in the back of the trailer was just a full NBA Jam Tournament Edition like arcade. Like
incredible,
yeah, like a full standing. Then just had power to it the entire time. I was like, "What the fuck?" So they were in this trailer, just playing NBA Jam for hours, out in the middle of the woods in Leonard. I mean, it was just, dude. This
is incredible. I would love this,
dude. It's so much effort. Like, the drinking is
I imagine pretty heavy.
I brought two of my buddies the first time I went. I was like they're like not like drinkers, but they like playing Tecmo,
right?
And they literally lasted like 3 hours. They left me there. And it's like not a thing. It's not a thing. It's like a team activity. So like you're on team. So like they were on a team with one other guy. They had to be on the same team, and they just left him. And he's like, "Fuck your friends, dude."
Yeah, no shit.
And I know. And they're like, "Well, yeah, man. I was getting eaten by mosquitoes. I didn't really want to drink." I'm like, "Dude, you can't leave." Like,
right, you're on the team.
Yeah. So then they got mad at me the next year. Like, you didn't invite us. I'm like, dude, everyone was very upset with you guys. They were mad at me for bringing you.
I'm not gonna bring you back.
I vouched for you guys, and everyone was upset. It is funny because it's like that's like a running joke. Like they're like, "Yeah, you really fucked up, man."
Now you get shit about it.
I'm like, "Sorry, guys," but yeah. So every year I'm like, "Tom, I'm doing it." They're like, "Oh, why'd you invite?" I'm like, "What do you mean?"
Yeah.
It's a commitment. And this year it was Masters themed.
Like the golf tournament?
Yeah, so I have a full caddy outfit that we all got.
Beautiful.
We all got full caddy outfits and like green hats.
Yeah.
And so instead of the M for Masters, there's BM for Burning More.
Perfect.
Look, and then they kept track of it, and they actually had like the giant wooden scoreboard.
Oh, yeah.
And kept scoring it and moved the giant slats.
Around.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It was just anyway, it's just so much effort. But this year I kind of fucked up because I'd been drinking hard and like my like your anxiety will like kind of snowball, especially like if you just keep drinking. Like sometimes the drinking fixes it, and like I was drinking the morning of it, and it like literally was not even helping my anxiety. I'm like, fuck, dude, Oof. I am in a bad place. So I just started chugging. I got very, very drunk, and I started to feel a little better. And I was like, I can probably do some mushrooms. Look, man, you're supposed to be like You're supposed to be in like a good state of mind before you do any tripping or anything probably. Even booze, I think, probably.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't do shit when you're in a bad place already.
But definitely psychedelics when you're in a bad. I think so. Yeah, I just got bad. I ate too many, and
this is as bad as this could go.
And yeah, so they're all going around just like having fun. And at a certain point, I don't even like. Time is like things are just happening around me. I'm just like sitting in a chair staring off, and everyone like Burning More is happening all around me, except for I'm just in a chair just staring off.
You're like that's like a shot in a movie, like you still in a time lapse.
Yeah. That's exactly what I mean. Yeah, you can see the bodies moving around like in swarms. You know,
as
like
you just stare down the barrel of the camera.
Yeah. So they finally come over to me like, "Hey man, you want to keep playing?" So they set they made mini golf courses too because there's Masters themes, so there was also like putting involved.
This sounds so great.
This
sounds so fucking incredible.
It's literally the best time unless you earn it.
Unless you bring some duds don't hang out.
So there's a picture of me like while they're trying to do the putting competition, just literally in these exact shorts, just shirtless, with sunglasses on, just laying down like horizontally across the putting green, a beer in my hand, a cigarette in my hand, my pack of cigarettes and a lighter is on my chest. I can show you the picture. I'm recording.
Holy shit.
And they're like, "Buddy, you have to move." They're like, "It's like 3 p.m. Like we're all drunk, but like you're on a whole other level, dude." And I was like, "Yeah." So then I got up, I was like, "Hey, man, am I?" And I got in my own head. So I went to one of the guys around. I'm like, "Am I annoying?" Everyone's like, "Dude, fucking breathe."
Yeah.
It's like no one cares.
You gotta chill.
You just need to take a breath, bro. And I was like, all right. And I like helped a little bit. I was still like, fuck. I feel like I've ruined this. But then I went and again passed on my car for a couple hours.
Jesus Christ!
And I was laying like half my body was like out of my car. like I wasn't like fully in. And so there's some random people that just like come too. So there's like these random people I didn't even know who they were, and I was laying half in the car, half out of the car, and just I hear these people like, oh, this guy needs help. Like, cause I was like, there's like all this. I was in this separate area where like, you park. So they walked all the way like back to the main grounds, and they grabbed me 2 turkey sandwiches and 2 waters.
Which is so beautiful.
Yeah, and they just gave it to me
so pure.
and just revived me.
Yep.
I was done. And I was like, I love you guys. I was like, you guys have no idea what you've done for me.
They came back for you. Yep.
Yeah, they were. And then I was like, I got some mushrooms. You want some mushrooms? Like, absolutely. I'm like, this is great. What an exchange. My life for some mushrooms would make that trade a million times.
Shit.
Yeah, so that was a whole fucking. That's what that is.
Yeah.
So now incredible. The listeners know that might have been too involved, but it's
too inside baseball. Maybe,
literally the funnest thing ever.
Yeah, it sounds great.
It's so retarded and so fun.
I think if I didn't know you, I don't think I would even know that there is like an active Tecmo Super Bowl community.
It's dwindling now.
Yeah.
It's finally starting to dwindle.
Yeah.
Yeah, it had its peak, I don't know, like 7 to 8 years ago now. And I think just since then, it's still a lot of people that do it, but like there are less tournaments now and less people attend them.
Did something else take its place? Like, oh, we're all playing Blades of Steel now.
Well, Blades of Steel, I wish.
Rips. Blades of Steel rips.
One of the greatest games of all time.
100%.
So amazing. Yep. Alan and I do gauntlets where we play Blades of Steel, Bases Loaded, and Dr. Mario.
Oh, fuck yeah.
So we just do like a best of 3.
I love how it's 2 sports games and then a drug game.
Yeah.
All right, we got hockey, and we got baseball, and we got pills.
They just happen to be the 3 games that we're like almost exact equal skill in,
Yeah, and Dr. Mario is a great head-to-head game.
Oh, such a good one.
Such a good one.
Yeah. Yep. So we get in those guns. Anyway, what was I saying? Fuck. Oh yeah. So it's dwindled.
Yeah.
I think what it is that these dudes are like I said, they're like some 7 to 10 years older than me. Some of them even older.
They're dying.
None of them are alive anymore. I have buried all of my Tecmo friends.
It's like nom-vets, like where there's just a couple fewer every year.
Exactly. I'm just numb to it.
Yeah.
It's like you heard about I was going to make a reference to the Army. I realized I don't know what any of the ranks are off the top of my head.
Yep.
Anyway.
They're all just phasing out of old age.
Yeah.
These Tecmo players.
Yeah, so I bet it's like, some of them probably like are like their families are getting older.
Sure,
and it's just like, also they're just like, am I going to really like this? I'm going to spend a Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's dwindling a little bit, but it's still, it's weird that it had a peak like that.
It's cool that it was ever a thing.
Yeah. It's nice though, because Madden's fucking dog dick. So that helps. That probably helps, honestly.
Yeah. Yep.
People are just like, I don't want to play fucking Madden, and
why would I play this
football.
Shit? Yep. Yeah. I was never a big Tecmo guy. Blades of Steel and Bases Loaded 2 were my sports games.
I haven't played Bases Loaded 2, but the first Bases Loaded is unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, there's fucking 47 different baseball games for the NES. So you run across, I'm a Bases Loaded guy, or I'm an RBI guy.
RBI is good too.
Also good.
Totally playable.
But Bases Loaded 2 just happened to be the one I had.
Yeah. Dude, Blades of Steel rips, dude.
Oh, fucking A.
We should go to Pixeled sometime and fucking. They have an NES set up there.
I've never been.
You've never been to Pixeled? That shocks me.
Yeah, it sounds like
it seems like a place
shit.
you would go.
Yep. Never been. It's not like I'm not much of a bar goer these days anyway. But even when I was and it was around, it's not like it's not on your way to anything. You gotta if you want to, you have to go there. You know?
It's like downtown is starting to like kind of expand.
To creep over there
a little bit, but exactly, man. But they just have an NES like in the corner there, and they have Tecmo Super Bowl in it at all times, and then they just have a Mario Duck Hunt,
Right on, yeah.
But you could just
dual cartridge.
Fucking bring whatever in there,
Yeah.
Pretty fun, dude.
Yeah, man. I was playing fucking Dr. Mario 48 hours ago.
Really?
Yeah, I love
dude,
Dr. Mario.
It's so good, dude.
Man, you're 39 playing single player Dr. Mario just in your house.
That would be a good like edible activity for sure.
Oh, I never thought about that.
Yeah, dude. That's a crazy game, dude.
Mm-hmm. Well, like they got what's the fucking druggy Tetris from a few years ago? Tetris. God damn it!
I don't know.
Yeah, they made a very psychedelic Tetris.
Oh, really?
A few years ago.
Oh, I don't know anything about this.
Yeah, that's another one that maybe you get a hold of some mushrooms for.
Yeah, dude. One time my buddies and me did acid, and it took us literally like an hour and a half to plug in a weed. One of the, just from we were all just having a laughing attack. That's one of those times too where it's it's simply you can't explain
right
how fun and stupid that moment was, but we were somehow just all on the same wavelength. I'm like, should I plug it in?
And if you remove and be an outside observer, it's the dumbest thing you've ever seen.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
And not funny at all, but to you guys in that bubble, it was amazing.
It's like, guys, I still haven't plugged it in, and then we just laugh for 10 minutes straight. It's just nothing is happening.
I love that shit.
Yeah, we were doing acid and we did that, and then we did acid with a guy that should not have been doing acid, a real delinquent that would when the guys would just always take it too far, and be like, dude, why is this now a crime we're doing? We were just
why are you like this?
Yeah, we were just having fun, Why are you screaming at cops and shit? What is this behavior? And so we were in the kitchen on acid, which this is stupid. Any of you are not crazy. And we were throwing tomatoes up in the air and slicing them with a cleaver.
Shit.
And then he grabbed the cleaver all right, we're done. We're
done. No.
We're like, oh no more cleaver.
We're done playing the cleaver game.
Even in our state of mind, they were like, oh, he shouldn't have the cleaver. He can't be trusted with the cleaver,
I've
bro.
known drinkers like that. For sure. Guys, we were having fun.
Yeah, you really ruined this.
Powerbombed that waitress. What's your problem?
Dude, isn't that just the worst?
You ruined her birthday.
They weren't saying happy birthday to the customers. They were singing it to her.
God damn it. Yeah, I've known people like that.
Yeah. Most of my good drinking buddies keep it together pretty good.
Yeah.
They keep it together. Petey actually kind of a fucking menace.
Yeah, Pete is a wild card.
Dude, so we love alliteration. So obviously producer Pete.
Yeah.
And then so he gets to a point of drunk where he becomes Pistol Pete.
Okay. And boy, I thought it was going to be Pedophile Pete, and I'm glad it wasn't. I'm glad it's Pistol.
I love alliteration. So we call this guy Pedophile Pete.
Isn't that a fun nickname for this?
Just a little wordplay. Little wordplay for you guys. Little wordplay.
Lil L-I-apostrophe-L. Lil wordplay. Lil wordplay might be the producer for Scrimshaw and KerPlunk.
Playpen Pete.
He might do the theme song.
Yeah, dude.
Lil wordplay.
Lil wordplay. That's also that's like a meta.
Yeah.
That's like a meta rap name. Lil Rhymes or some shit.
Fuck.
So yeah, Pistol Pete comes out.
Yeah.
He becomes a fuck. Alan and I have had many times. We're shocked. We're like, dude, how has he not repeatedly got his ass kicked?
Right. Yep.
Because he'll just start talking shit. Petey's a very relaxed guy normally. But sometimes he just gets in this mode, and we're like, dude, why do we have to fucking...
Why do we got to be the ones pulling on the reins? Yeah.
We were walking through an alley in downtown Fargo one time, and it must be the Avalon event space or something. So there's these servers, and they're wearing the white shirt and the...
Yeah.
They clearly serving some sort of event or
wedding or something.
Gala or whatever the fuck. Yeah. And so they had just a row of chairs, they must have been taking it down or whatever. 12 chairs. And I don't exactly know how this was set up that he was able to do this, but somehow in one fell swoop, he just knocked all the chairs over in the middle of the alleyway while the guys, and they're like, hey man, what the fuck? And we're like, oh my God. And he just keeps walking, he's like, shut the fuck up.
He talks shit.
Yeah, and then talks to him and just stormed off. And Al and I were picking pictures we're sorry. We're so sorry. And we're like, dude, why? And he's just now a block ahead of us, and we're apologizing. We're like, hey, we're really, and then we're like, dude, what the fuck? And he's like, whatever, dude. And we're like, why are you like this? Also, so one time we were in downtown Fargo, and so back when the Pickle Parrot, I'm gonna do a little explaining to the audience.
Mm-hmm, here we
the
go.
Pickle Parrot, just a bro downtown bar, would be packed. So it was must have been right around bar close. So it was maybe no exaggerating 70 100 people gathered in the street and just in front of the Pickle Parrot. This is how I remember it anyway. Maybe it's less, whatever, doesn't matter. He walks through the crowd and goes up to every single guy quickly and says nice shirt to every single guy. No one cares. And then there's one guy wearing a pink shirt who has been hearing it all fucking night.
Yep, this is the 30th time
from people he knows.
Yep.
And here's a guy Here's a guy.
He couldn't punch any of them.
No,
but he can.
He has
punch.
to take it. He has to take it from them, or else he's an asshole.
He's never wearing this shirt again.
No, and he's had enough, and so he starts fucking going, and his buddies are pulling him back, and me and my buddy Alex with him. So Alex and me both have PD, and he's like trying to storm back. He's like, "Oh yeah, you fucking pieces!" Like they were just shouting at each other. He's like, "Oh yeah, you're a." I was like, dude. And Alex and I are like, why?
Why are you like this?
Yeah, dude.
Damn it, Pistol Pete.
Mm-hmm. We were at a Vikings game one time too, and there was a Vikings Seahawks game. There was this guy in front of us who's a Seahawks fan, and he was kind of minding his own business. I think there might have been a few words exchanged,
sure,
but nothing crazy. And so the Vikings score a touchdown like late in the game, and Pete just goes behind him and fucking pokes him in the back. It's like, yeah, bitch.
Oh,
and this guy, he's it's just him and his girlfriend. Like he's definitely not trying to have this kind of thing, but he like has to like you can't just take that.
Can't, yep.
So he gets up, just walks up, just stands. Petey's sitting down like in the aisle, and just stands there. I'm not gonna stop whatever's gonna. It's like I am not going to defend Petey right now. He's gonna get whatever is coming to him.
Yep.
And somehow it didn't escalate to actual fist, but the guy was just so infuriated. You know, like I could just see. Just some stranger you don't know fucking poking you hard in the back, being like, "Yeah, bitch, how you like that?" Like, as a man, you can't
just swallow.
Do
that
anything
one.
but seethe,
right.
dude.
Yeah.
And I said to their much, I'm like, I can't believe it. Fuck, I shouldn't just tell all the Pistol Beast stories, but there's another really good one. They just keep coming. So we were at so the AL were the Twins in the ALCS last year, or were they the one whatever round they were in? Maybe it might have been just the divisional series. I can't remember. But it was like Game 6. And so we got tickets, but like at the Twin Stadium, there's like standing room all around. It's like kind of great. Like it's like in between the first and second level, and you can just stand anywhere.
Yeah, there's like a mezzanine.
Around the entire thing that you can just stand. All right. So we were standing behind the handicapped section.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Right. Okay. And
yep. I feel like it's been brought up for a reason.
And look, I can get excited about games and stuff, but like I understand like kind of where we are. We shouldn't be like screaming.
Sure.
And so there's a man who I don't know what his handicap was necessarily. Okay. He looked maybe like a PTSD guy or something.
Okay.
Maybe big PTSD guy, and maybe some sort of simpleton of some kind.
All right.
But like not what I'm saying is.
But like a Lenny situation.
Yeah, I'm not like not like an obvious like Down syndrome. You know what I mean? Like or like Paul's. You know what I mean? Like.
You have said, "Do you know what I mean?" 18 times, and I gotta say I don't. Josh.
You nailed it with Lenny. You nailed it. I think you know. I think you don't want to know, but I think you know.
I feel like I got to the creamy center.
Yes.
Pretty quickly.
Big simple man.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Not really minding his own business, but so there was a lady with him, and that I'm assuming is like his caretaker. That was my read on the situation.
Okay.
But there was also other people in. Like we were standing in a spot where like you shouldn't just be screaming obscenities at the other team.
Sure. Yeah.
And Petey was screaming obscenities at the other team. That's what he does.
This is Pistol Pete.
Not quite. It's kind of like boiling up.
Sure.
But so then the lady turns around, and I think she's kind of in her right. She's like, "Hey, can you
not say cunt so much?"
Yeah, I think literally it might have been cunt. He actually might have been calling whoever was at bat
sure.
It was a thing.
Which, what a thing that she doesn't expect to have to do today.
Yeah, you know? Right.
I can't believe I had to.
Yeah. We're in a safe space.
Tell this rambunctious sports fan to not say cunt.
Yeah, who for some reason can stand anywhere, but is standing behind
of all the places
those who are handicapped.
So many places he can stand.
Yeah. So anyway, he's not nice about it for even a split second.
Of course.
Immediately calls her a stupid bitch.
Well, at least he stopped saying cunt.
So, yeah, I don't think he called her a cunt, but I think cunt triggered her. She must have been called it in the past or something.
The big fella says that all the time. She's heard it all.
Well, yeah, exactly. So anyway, he stands up and he's defending the fuck out of her hunter. So he's just standing here and like he's just like using his giant Lenny frame and not really saying anything, but like turning and facing Pete, staring at him, and he's like, dude, he's like 6'5". He's a big guy. Yeah. Like a guy that's like, I don't want anything to do with this, man. And so he's just standing, like blocking Pete's vision, right? And Pete's like, get the fuck out of my way. Like, so Pete's arguing with probably a mentally retarded person. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, this is really, really out of line. So it gets bad, and then the guy like fucking, so Pete like tries to like move away, and the guy like elbows his arms, like it's like getting physical. He is getting into a physical altercation with a mentally handicapped man. And he's not feeling bad about it. He's feeling like he's feeling emboldened, and he's like he like gets like an usher over. He's like this guy's fucking
no,
right.
He's tattled.
And she's looking at him. She's looking at the handicap section, looking back at us, looking like assessing the situation, and being like, guys,
seriously?
She's like, but not really saying it like that. She's like, I understand that he elbowed you and he shouldn't elbow you. She's like, but can I just take you?
Can we all just look at the situation for a moment?
He's like, can I just take you to any other spot in the ballpark? I will escort you.
Huge. It's so big.
She's like, I will escort you anywhere you want in the ballpark. And I'm like, that would be excellent.
Yes, please.
And I'm like, we'll just go up there. It's fine. You don't have to escort us. Like, I'm not worried.
Yeah.
So then we're walking to the escalators to go to the next level, and Petey finally is like. He's like, yeah, I think I could have avoided that.
I think I could have avoided the situation I started.
Or he might have said, I think that was my fault. And I'm like, yeah, no shit. You just got into a physical altercation with a mentally handicapped man. That's the craziest thing I've ever seen.
You antagonized Bluto because you couldn't stop saying the C word.
Yeah. And then when they got indignant, you got extra indignant.
Yep, you doubled down.
Dude.
You know, I think I might have started that.
Yeah like he finally had a moment of she's like,
that's incredible.
That could have been avoided. It's like, yeah, no shit, man. That's not in my lexicon of scenarios I could ever get myself in. You know what I mean? Like that's that happening to me is a complete 100% impossibility. I would never be in that situation. It's literally impossible.
Like we've probably all had moments where we look back and go, "Oh shit, I think I might have been an asshole there."
Yeah,
but like that one feels pretty obvious.
Just that one moment where she's like, "Yeah, man, I think I could have handled that better." No shit, dude. Oh man.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I mean, I gotta give him this. I mean, it's entertaining, and so Alan and I we know that this is a thing with him, and we're the guys that are out drinking with him, and we have bore witness to it the most of anyone.
Right.
So after that happened, it didn't take me 30 seconds before I was like, Alan, buddy, I have to tell you what just happened. I'm like, I'll tell you the full story, but all I said was Petey just got into a fight with a mentally handicapped guy. And Alan's like, no fucking way.
I'm sure you can envision Alan takes his phone out God damn it.
And he probably did the quick scan, just sees Petey and he knows it's gonna be good.
Yep.
Dude.
Oh shit. I don't think I've ever met either of those two.
Good guys.
Not that that's relevant.
Despite those 4 stories.
Despite everything I've told you about him, he's a good guy.
My best friends, dude. These are my besties.
I get it. I for sure have friends like that.
Yeah, dude.
You might be a friend like that.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm a lot of people's friend like that, I think.
Listen, I know you're not going to believe me, but he's a good guy.
Yeah, I think a lot of people had to do that. I was explaining that to, I think it was Blaze last night. Where he's like, because I think some people was somebody, I think someone who works here was they got drunk and was just honest. He's like, Blaze, I think you're a piece of shit.
No, I mean that's true. That's correct. Yeah.
And he said to him, Blaze was like, I was so taken aback. I'm like, Blaze, let me try to tell you some of the things you say that I don't think you realize. But I think to him, he thinks he's joking,
Oh,
and so
sure.
he says some things that are off-putting. Which, dude, I've been in that boat.
We all do. Yeah.
I've been in that boat my entire life.
I don't Blaze just seems harmless to me. I don't. I don't actually think Blaze is a piece of shit.
Absolutely.
But I couldn't pass up the joke just there.
Oh,
so
great.
Always go with the joke.
Yeah, always. Yeah. It's also funny just to slander someone.
Oh, of course, yeah.
And be like, oh, Blaze, yeah, absolutely.
Cut out this part where I backtracked for sure.
Yeah, let's just go harder.
Right. Yeah.
Blaze raped me.
That's pretty hard. I was gonna go less hard than that. But
well, we'll cut that out. Blaze sexually assaulted a mentally handicapped man at a Twins game.
Oh shit!
And when his handler tried to make it stop, he called her a dumb cunt.
Well, it seems like these Twins games are wild.
Yeah, man, it's a real wild west.
Never
dude.
been to one, but it seems like they're fucking buck wild.
Yeah, dude.
I thought baseball was supposed to be a fun, relaxing sport.
Actually, though, I think of all the like when you see like reels and stuff of like stadium fights, I feel like it's a lot of baseball.
Yeah, well, it's because because they're so goddamn drunk.
Yeah, they're drunk and there's nothing going on.
Right. Yeah.
You can get distracted. You can start being like, I hate this fucking guy.
Exactly. You can start looking at the guy down the road like, man, fuck that.
Yeah,
guy.
there's not a lot of action. That must be what it is.
Yeah, it's got to be. And like, fucking doubleheader, you've been drinking all fucking day.
Yeah, dude.
Like, baseball's fucking wild. I've never been to a professional sports game. Period. Like, regardless of the sport. Never been to a pro one. Been to plenty of like minor league shit.
Sure.
Never got to a pro game.
Twins games, that's kind of the best one.
That's what I keep hearing. Apparently, Twins games are a good time. Apparently, that's a great ballpark.
Yeah, I mean it's like nice weather. You hang out outside.
Yeah, I love to drink beer in the sun.
Yeah,
so
Vikings games can be like a little overwhelming sometimes.
It's just a lot.
Yeah, it's expensive and it's like there's so many people and like.
I also give less of a shit about football the older I get. Every year I care less and less about football.
I think I'm getting there. I'm still fucking spaz about the Vikings.
Yeah,
dude. It was a side I had to like keep from Lindsay for a long time.
That was how much of a nerd you are for the Vikings.
Yeah, well, not like a psycho. Like I like scream and get upset. It affects my well-being. Like, it's fucking pathetic, dude. But like, I know it's true, and like, it's like a visceral thing. Like, I literally can't control it.
I get it. Some sports fans are like that.
It's shitty. It's a bad part of me.
I mean, I get emotionally invested watching fucking wrestling. Like, you're a step above me.
That's worse.
That's way fucking worse. Like,
I mean, like, it's a sport. It's all the same shit.
Like, you getting hyped about the Vikings scoring or missing a touchdown.
Yeah, usually missing something.
Field goal.
A lot of missing.
Like, that's so worlds above me in my house being like, can you believe that son of a bitch, Ric Flair, that dirty bastard? Like, Marlon, this match is from 1994. You've seen it a bunch of times. What are you doing?
At least there's like, I'm not a wrestling guy. Like, I actually don't get it. But I think I understand like the entertainment value and like the fucking like pageantry of it. I guess you know
totally. Yeah.
Like it's like it's like a book. It's like a narrative. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Wrestling is like a big, long, woven narrative that just goes on and on.
Yeah,
it's like a soap opera almost.
It's like sports plus theater.
Right. Exactly. It's like if football players weren't fucking retarded jocks,
like,
and could be like actually entertaining and like actually interesting.
Yeah. It's like if at the quarter break, pregame, postgame, and at every quarter break, like, the opposing quarterbacks came out and gave soliloquies about why they hate each other.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's what wrestling is.
Yeah, but professional sports players, like professional athletes, like in like the Big Four, they try to do that. Like in their press conference, they're like, "Oh yeah, I don't like the Green Bay Packers."
Yeah, exactly. Like,
that's bulletin board material, man. It's like, I don't like those guys. It's like, you guys are fucking dumb.
Like, anytime there's a division rivalry game, like the commentators are up there like, they're playing hard today. They don't like each other. It's
like shut the fuck up. It's complete fabricated bullshit.
These are all just millionaires doing their jobs.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. And it's like the bar is like so low that if like for like an athlete, like you make the littlest joke, like whenever they just like have any little joke that's like not even funny, like they just get this giant pop, like, oh, he's such a personality,
right? Just
because they're used to these fucking brain dead fucking, you know what I mean?
Just these brickmen.
Yeah. They're used to like, so if they even like have like a semblance of a sense of humor, they're like, wow, this guy's got a great personality.
Right.
It's like, he doesn't.
No.
He's an attractive guy who has millions of dollars. He doesn't need that.
Yeah, but he put together 2 full sentences in a row.
Yeah.
So now you guys think
they're
he's
like, wow,
a star.
He's so articulate.
Yeah,
so
now he's in Old Spice commercials.
Yeah,
all right.
Exactly. I know.
He might host SNL.
Yeah.
No, stop. Yeah. Stop putting athletes on SNL.
Yeah. Though Peyton Manning was pretty good on SNL.
Peyton's all right. Yeah.
Though also I feel like the same thing. So they do like that simulcast. So like Monday Night Football, you can watch it on ESPN, or you can go to like ESPN Plus and watch Eli and Peyton and those guys too. Like, it's really like they're like, oh, these guys are such big. It's the same thing. It's like they're kind of fucking dullards, dude. Like they're like slightly witty, but like the bar is just so low, you know.
Yeah.
That's like, it's like, I guess this is entertaining on like the curved
of football commentary. Yeah, because you're lining them up with fucking Joe Buck and Chris Collinsworth. Right. Of course, they look like fucking megastars.
So everyone's like, "Wow, they have such a great personality." I'm like, "It's not." Right. Like I try watching, I'm like, "It's pretty fucking cringe, really." Like if you're just watching it objectively and not like put in the context of like, "Oh, these are like fucking Hall of Fame players talking," you know?
Yeah.
Like I get like the novelty of it, but like actually being like, "Wow, they're so like entertaining and like witty," and that's like, no, it's not. It's really pretty cringy. For
not
the most
that I'm
part.
some fucking king of wit or anything, but goddamn.
Me neither, but I like shitting on stuff and pretending I am. I still like being overly cynical and critical about fucking everything.
Still love tearing people down.
Yeah, my life's not going good. If I can bring Eli and Peyton closer to my fucking world, I'll do it. I'll do anything in my power to make that happen.
Somehow I suspect they're going to be fine.
Yeah. Someday I'll be on the fucking Manning cast and be like, "Hey, you guys are retarded, huh?" Don't you think it's funny how everyone thinks you're entertaining, but you're actually just both retarded? Just on live TV.
God damn it.
I don't ever assume I'm going to have any level of fame, but I think something like that very quickly would probably happen. Mm-hmm. I would just have a thing where I'd be like, "Yeah, fuck it."
Just immediately.
I'm going on a hail of bullets here.
Like a new prison member just like fighting the biggest guy right away.
Immediately calling Peyton Manning a retard on live TV in front of millions and millions of people.
Christ, it's his first day. Why would he do this?
It's like, "Hey, man, I'm just trying to take the word back for comedians everywhere." I get on Rogue and I'm like, "Yeah, man, Peyton Manning said I couldn't say retard." What's next, man?
Interesting. You ever try DMT about it?
What's next, man? It's fucking socialism.
Oh, God.
This is a funny question.
Oh, this ought to be good.
That I know the answer to. Did you watch Joe Rogan's newest special?
No, I didn't.
I was too curious not to at least try.
Yeah.
And this is another thing too, where it's funny just to make fun of someone who's way more successful and better than me.
Yeah. What's the verdict?
It's fucking horrendous. I hate I hate everything about it. Like I hate the energy of. I hate how he like. I hate his style of stand. Like I literally I couldn't do it, dude.
Yeah, I watched his. I don't know if it's his last one, but the last one I watched anyway, which was several years ago.
Should have been.
Yes. I think it's called Triggered, which already tells you everything you need to know about it. And I remember sitting through that being like, this is so fucking dog dick.
Yeah,
I can't fucking that's a good. You put it best. The energy.
Yeah, I hate the energy.
Terrible,
and it's such like an energy.
Right.
Like that's like what it is. Like the jokes aren't great, and I definitely don't like his
and
fucking
the delivery.
I don't like the things he likes to talk about.
Right, yeah.
It's not. I'm like bored with it.
Like I saw a couple clips floating around on TikTok and being like, "What are you doing? Chappelle's act from 10 years ago?"
Right,
what
I know.
Are you doing?
I know, man.
Like this is like I had to like double check the date.
Right.
Like, did you record this year?
He acts like these like center right talking points are like revolutionary thoughts. It's like, bro,
yeah, come on.
It's like you're not the first person to think this, and you're not really enhancing the discourse on this.
You're not bringing anything.
Nothing is happening here.
Yeah.
He's like, "What's up, motherfucker?" So then, like the first 2 minutes, he's like, "Hell yeah!" It's like, wait, he's just out there, just like stalking the
shouting,
stage.
"Hell
he's like,
yeah!"
Fucking right, Austin,
all veined up.
Texas, greatest state in the union. Like, I think he like literally says that like immediately. I'm like, this is just unbelievable, dude.
No, thanks. I watched the Matt Rife crowdwork special.
Oh, interesting.
Because I had to know.
How was that?
No. Like,
just
like,
no.
No, I don't.
How was it? No.
There's, like, I get that it's kind of, like, also, like, same thing. The energy is so strange. It doesn't feel like a comic doing crowd work. It feels like a comic trying to have, like, a Q&A with people.
Right.
And it's so
Does he have the
bizarre.
fucking, is it the headset?
Yeah.
He's not using the microphone?
Correct.
Yeah, I hate that. When I see those reels, I'm like, dude, please hold a microphone.
He's just like sitting on a stool, like talking and shit.
Yeah.
And because of that format, because it's so much like, so it's like you ever been at a job where they do like a cringy like team building exercise? Like
no, but I've watched videos of this.
Had a and because it's so much of that, it means that there are just these obnoxiously long, laughless minutes throughout this thing. And it only lasts 45 minutes.
That's weird.
And there's so much dead time of like someone overly explaining something and then him like cracking half a joke at it that kills harder than it should. And it's like, what is happening?
I know.
It's bizarre. Like I'm sure there's people who love it because nothing's for everyone.
Right. Yeah.
But like
hard to. I think I understand Matt Rife more than Joe Rogan.
Yeah. Oh, totally.
I think I understand. So I understand Rife's success more than Rogan's at this point. At least with stand up.
But I was like, I should talk to some of my comic friends and have them watch this because I want to like talk about this like academically. Like,
I'll watch it.
We
I'll
should
try.
Study this. And have a talk. You know.
Lindsay and I kind of relentlessly just shit on the idea of him. I actually don't. I've not watched anything. Yeah. I just don't like that he's like an attractive guy and all these hot girls like him. Well, that bothers me, Marlon.
I think this is a great jumping in point for you because this is the thing that people like about him. Right. You know, this is him doing the thing. Right. That people like. Yeah. So this is the one you should watch.
Right. He's not even. It's not an act. It's literally he's just.
Or is it? Is something I would like to discuss.
Oh, you think maybe?
I think a little bit of it is rigged.
All right, I'm gonna throw that on. Lindsay's dying hungover in bed right now. I'm gonna make her watch the Matt Rife fucking special.
Do you like watch a lot of comedy?
Not much. I watched Chad Daniels. I saw you.
Yeah, you saw my big fucking head throughout that thing.
Lindsay and I were both like, she's like, that has to be Marlin, right? I'm like, I guess that's Marlin.
So like I love Chad Daniels. I go to every show, like whether he comes to Fargo or Minneapolis. I see Chad Daniels like every year. I'll go see Chad Daniels.
Well, he's fucking great.
He's fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
And like, so I remember hearing like, oh, he's recording a special at this theater, and I was like, fuck yeah. And I shelled out money and got good seats. And never once did it occur to me like, yeah, he's recording this. I bet you're gonna show up.
There's a camera just hitting the broadside
right
of your face, dude. Yeah.
And or like the shot from behind him where you see his back and some audience. Yeah. Like my head is so fucking big and it's sitting just perfectly. Yeah. Like the stage cuts it off.
Yeah,
right
somehow. Yeah.
So you can just see my
the perfect
giant
gap
floating head.
Yeah, dude.
God damn.
Yeah, it was also, and then also once she pointed out that it was you, like I like wasn't even watching Chad anymore.
Then you see it everywhere.
I was just like trying to find you the whole time. Like there's Marlin again.
Like I stick the fuck out. Like dude. I watched it and was kind of appalled. Like, oh fuck. Like Jesus Christ, I'm on screen more than Chad is.
Like I'm disgusted by
like,
this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, is that what I look like? Jesus Christ!
I thought you looked dapper.
Oh, thank you.
Dapper and handsome.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, I'll fap to this later.
It was a special occasion. I had sleeves and everything.
Yeah, you were wearing sleeves.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Whoa, dude.
I know.
That
I know
is
when
special.
I need to change it up. I know.
I thought his special was really good though.
Oh, it was very good. Yeah, I liked it a lot.
It has to be. If I'm gonna watch a stand-up special, it has to be like. I'm like, oh, this is someone I already really respect.
Right,
you know?
yeah.
Well, fuck, man.
Are we wrapped?
We did it, bud.
Oh,
Thank you very much. You're the man.
Of course, no
Thanks for
problem.
coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So, okay, you guys are starting a new podcast? Is this...
So I've got an idea. It's going to take a long time to come.
Okay, so nothing
it's
to...
It's going to be a lot of work. Nothing to plug.
Nothing to plug.
Yet.
What's your Insta and shit? I don't know who listens, but maybe.
I don't know what my Insta is off the top of my head, but go to my website. Go to Marlin Wells.
His name is Marlin Wells. I think there's literally one of them on the planet.
I'm the only one, I think.
I think so.
If you go to marlinwells.com, that's where it's got all my socials on there and all the shit you need.
Yeah.
And then America's Barley Basket isn't going anywhere. If you haven't heard it, you can still go listen.
Yeah, the archives are alive and well.
And we're still putting out. So I put in all the fucking work over the last few years of cutting out clips for best ofs.
Yeah.
So we're still going to release those, like maybe one a month.
Yeah.
Like even though the show's over, we'll keep putting out best ofs for a while. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot to sift through.
Yeah, it's a fucking lot.
I mean, that first best of one you did, I was like, God damn, you really found the gems. I was laughing my fucking dick off.
Yeah, and we've done 2 more since then. Like there's like the newest thing on that feed ought to be volume 3 of the best of.
Nice.
So, and those will keep coming.
Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome. Also be sure to watch Chad Daniels' special to see his fucking head.
Yeah, it looks like this.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
This side for most of it.
If you like what you're seeing, there's a whole lot where that came from. Also, check out Joe Rogan's new special, Burn the Boats, on Netflix.
And Matt Rife, crowd work. Yeah,
shout out Matt Rife.
Look for that also.
Yeah,
shout out Matt Rife.
Shout out Joe Rogan. Shout out
Joe Rogan.
All right, hey, thanks, buddy. That was awesome.
Scrimshaw and KerPlunk out.
This has been Scrimshaw and KerPlunk in the morning. Fuck you, cunts. That's the catchphrase.
That's your getter done. Fuck you, cunts.
Fuck you, cunts. All right. What a way to close.